Hi, welcome to our P2P series number 3. So in today's video, I'm going to explain about master data, and this will be our first master data from P2P point of view, and this will be our business partner. So before business partner, I'm going to explain about the old process because in currently we are using in S4 HANA, and most of the jobs you will find on S4 HANA. But before that, it was ECC application. But at this moment, for your profile point of view, in detail, this software and all not required. But just for your reference, this one is S4, and before that, it was ECC. नाउ पहले जब ईसीसी में हम मास्टर रिकॉर्ड क्रिएट करते थे उस टाइम पे इट वाज नॉट बिजनेस पार्टनर जो अब हम अभी यूज कर रहे हैं सो करेंटली वी आर यूजिंग बिजनेस पार्टनर अर्लियर वी आर यूजिंग सप्लायर और अवर वेंडर मास्टर सो वेंडर मास्टर वाज क्रिएटेड इन ईसीसी लाइक अगर मुझे किसी से procure करना है then first I have to create the vendor master then after that I will proceed with other my logistic activities. Now business partner at high level or at centrally we are going to create that master record and supplier one of the part of this, customer one of the part of this, so credit management one of the part of this. So that means you can say एक हम सेंट्रल लेवल पे मास्टर रिकॉर्ड क्रिएट करते हैं जिसको हम बोलते हैं बिजनेस पार्टनर एंड विद दिस बिजनेस पार्टनर वी आर गोइंग टू एक्टिवेट डिफरेंट रोल्स. सो इस व्हाट विल बी द बेनिफिट इज हम मल्टीपल मास्टर रिकॉर्ड नहीं क्रिएट करेंगे. लाइक अगर मुझे सेल्स करना है तो कस्टमर क्रिएट करना है, सो वी विल नॉट डू दैट इफ लेट्स से सेम पार्टी इज बोथ आवर कस्टमर एज वेल एज वेंडर. So I can create one business partner and I'm going to activate both the roles as well as customer as well as vendor. I can do that. So now I'm going to create one business partner. Uh, if you are going to join as end user like entry level, maybe you have only experience 1 year or let's say you have zero experience, maybe ये profile आपको नहीं मिलेगा, master data profile नहीं मिलेगा. Master data is mostly handled by the team lead, but there is no harm if you are going to learn it. So that's why when you will practice also create some business partner master records, so that only if you will create business partner then only you can create the other logistic activities. But job point of view, maybe it will not be part of. If you are having let's say a fresher or 1 year experience, maybe this profile will not be there. But let's say someone having 3 to 4 years experience in your domain and हो सकता है आप पहले किसी और एप्लीकेशन में काम कर रहे थे, हो सकता है आप टैली में काम कर रहे थे और किसी में काम कर रहे. नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू जॉइन एनी एसएपी इंप्लीमेंटेड कंपनी. तो इन दैट केस इट दिस प्रोफाइल विल बी रिक्वायर्ड. दैट मीन्स आप आपको ही मास्टर रिकॉर्ड क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा. सो इन दैट सेंस it is going to help you. So let's create one business partner and same business partner we are going to use in our further logistic transactions like our purchase order, invoice, GR, everything we are going to use the same business partner. So now we will see this master data creation in system. So before going to S4 system, so first let me explain this one theoretically, then हम system में create करेंगे. So this is the process flow which I already explained. So we will start with our master record creation. That means we are going to create the master record from logistic point of view plus accounting point of view. So that means this logistic procurement we are going to do. So this is our entire process, and now we are going to create a master record. So under this master record, what are the master records we have to create? So we have to create a vendor master. But in S4, directly we are not going to create the vendor master. So before that, we have to create business partner. Now quickly, let me tell you what is business partner. So business partner means when we are going to create any master record, so first we have to create the business partner. So business partner can be anything. It can be any individual. Business partner can be any group. It can be any entity, any company. It can be anything. So with this business partner, we are going to create. So let's say this is my business partner. So XYZ Limited. So this is our business partner. Now this business partner, under this business partner, हम क्या करने वाले हैं? Now for example, from this is one business partner or this is our vendor. From this vendor, we are going to purchase our raw materials. So when we will create the BP, so this is my business partner. This one is BP, general. Here we are going to add the general informations like we will add the name, we will add the address of entity or our business partner. We are going to add the bank informations, in which bank we are going to make the payment to the vendor, and other informations like contact information, contact person. So general informations related to this vendor or this business partner we are going to create. Done. Next activity, we are going to activate different roles to this particular business partner. Roles means किस पर्पस से इस बिजनेस पार्टनर को हम यूज करने वाले हैं. This one business partner can be used for your sales purpose or for your purchase purpose. So that means we can also use this one as a customer. So that's a business partner term you will find both in sales as well as in purchase also. So right now, as we are in procurement part, so that's why this business partner we will use for our procurement point of view. So that means I am going to add here the vendor role. That means supplier role I'm going to add. So this will be my supplier role and we are going to create supplier. Next question, supplier में क्या आएगा? Both finance आएगा, logistic आएगा. So obviously finance and logistic both will be आएगा, not mandatory. Now I will give one example. For example, let's say we are going to procure the raw material. So we are going to procure the raw material. Then with reference to this, first we have to create a purchase order. Then we are going to do GR. Then we are going to do invoice, which is normal your process. And then finally we are going to do the payment. This is one activity. Second activity, let's say one vendor जो कि हमें housekeeping services देता है. So that means housekeeping vendor. So in that case, all these activities we are not going to do because it is a fixed vendor and throughout the year they are going to provide the housekeeping services. So simply we are going to book expenditure because housekeeping your expense. So housekeeping expense is going to debit and we are going to credit the vendor. Difference kya in both case? It is a full-fledged activity. So that means here logistic and finance integration will be there in this case. Whereas it is normal expense booking. So in this case, logistic involvement will not be there. So depends करता है कि how you are going to use this particular vendor and accordingly we are going to activate. So we have to definitely activate the supplier role, but under supplier role depends we are going to only activate the finance role or we are going to activate the logistic role. Finance 100% it will be there because without activating finance role we can't make the payment. But some cases, like as I said in case of housekeeping, so maybe we don't have to activate the logistic role, so only finance role is enough. So there we can directly post the invoice or we can post the expenditure plus we can make the payment. So logistic role activation is not required. But जब आप full fledged vendor ले रहे हो, so in that case logistic role activation is mandatory. Otherwise हम normal logistic transactions नहीं कर पाएंगे or accounting part also we can't see. So both the roles are required when it is a normal supplier where we have logistic activities as well as accounting activity or finance activities will be there. Or simply you can say that if both the roles we are going to have, then we can see a complete P2P process. If finance is there, then here we can ignore or the logistic part will not be there. Both are applicable, so we will create different business partner for housekeeping expenditure as well as for a normal. But right now I'm going to create a proper business partner with both the roles. So now I'm going to jump into the SAP system and there I will create one business partner. So when you are going to create a business partner, couple of things you should very clear that this business partner I'm going to create under which group. Like you can see two category of business partners are there. So one business partner we are going to create like a proper raw material purchase point of view, and another one we are going to create for housekeeping transactions or housekeeping expense point of view. So group should be very clear. So BP should be always created under group and that you should know. Practice point of view, this one you will get it. And job point of view, as I said, when you will create master record, so support team will provide you that you have to create business partner. If it is a proper business partner or proper supplier you are going to create, then this will be your group. Or if it is a normal only finance point of view you are creating, this group will be there. So we are going to accordingly take one group. So BP always it will come under group. Next, under which company code you are going to create, that already you know. Organization structure, in the first session I already explained that organization structure will be there. So company code, you know that everything will be created under company code, particularly accounting. So that also you know that under which company code we are going to create, and in our reference we are using company code Z005. So this information is also जब आपकी ट्रेनिंग हुई होगी तो आपको बता दिया होगा कि इस कंपनी कोड में आप काम करोगे. Then purchase organization, so you should also know that if this one will be there, then you should know that which purchase organization, under which purchase organization you are going to create this particular vendor. So we will also use our purchase organization, like under which purchase organization we are going to create. So now I will jump into the SAP system and this we are going to create the business partner and different roles will be we will activate. But first I will create the business partner. Good. So now we are in S4 system. So now we are going to create a business partner. Different way we can create a business partner. So you can navigate the system to create a business partner, or you can create through the transaction code. So till now you know that what are the transaction codes are there, or where you can enter in the system navigation. Also I already explained the system navigation, that where you can enter the transaction code. So anyone who is referring this video first time, so this is our third video from our P2P series, and here you are going to enter your transaction code, and this transaction code will be BP. So you can use BP transaction code here, or if you don't want to use transaction code, then you can navigate the system. So business partner you can create from logistics system, or you can create from the finance point of view. Suppose I will create it from the finance. Let's say you are the finance user and you are trying to create the business partner. Okay, so transaction code BP, but let me access it through the finance. So accounting, then financial accounting, then accounts, it's receivable or payable, so it's payable, so accounts payable. Then under accounts payable we will create master record. Why master record? Because the before posting the transaction, master record should be created. And here we are going to create our business partner. Now nowhere I can see the BP transaction code is there, and these transaction codes actually it was there in our old system or in our EC system. It's S4 system, but before this EC system was there, and the same transaction code is there, but these transaction codes are no more available. If any user will enter this transaction code, suppose if I will use here FK01, then it will redirect to your BP screen. Okay, let me try this one. Suppose I will FK01. Now you can see this message redirecting to transaction BP, as transaction F1 FK01 is not there. So these transaction codes are related to our old system transaction. Just for reference, it is there because the new application, like a lot of companies, they are under phase under migration stage. So that is why reference purpose it is given. So if you enter any old transaction code, still system is going to redirect to your BP. Or if you know that transaction directly, you can enter here the new transaction code, which is BP. So I'm going to use BP. So now I got my screen. So as I said, BP can be anything. So one business partner can be any person like me. Let's say I'm one vendor, and in your books of accounts, you are going to create that Pradeep is one vendor. So you are going to create a business partner, and this will be your person. Similarly, when companies they are creating their employee record, that time also they are creating as business partner. So business partner can be any person, individual. It can be also organization, like for example XYZ Limited. So this is one entity. So this is also one business partner. It can be group, for example Tata. So Tata Group, they have multiple, like under Tata Group we have multiple company codes are there, or any group like under one group multiple company codes are there. So that can be also one group. So we will take here business partner as organization. So double click here. So where I double click, let me show you once again. So let's try it from the beginning. So you need to enter the transaction code BP in T codes place. Then after that, this screen will come. So you need to enter here the transaction code organization. So I'm taking this one as my entity. So under my company code, which is Z005, I'm going to create one business partner. So I will select organization. That means I'm assuming that this is a one company which they are providing the raw material to us. So I selected here. So the new screen. Now, whatever the data I'm going to add here, so this will be my general information of our business partner. So I said that we have, so when we are going to create the business partner, so we are going to create our business partner as general information. So this will be BP general info. Then with this, we are going to add our finance information. So this will be our finance related. It is known as your role. And then we are going to create here the logistic role. Okay. So BP at centrally at higher level. Then we are going to activate role. So this role FL, sorry, this will be FL VN 00. This is technical, you need to remember this one. And logistic role will be FL VN Z01. So logistic role and finance role. So first you have to select the group, the business partner group, select it. So I'm going to select here the group as G005, this one. And accordingly from your support team, you will get that under which group you are going to create the business partner. Then some general informations related to vendor we are going to create here. So it is company. So why it is coming company? Because I have selected here organization. If I will select person, then Mr. It will come. Then BVL enterprise, the name. Yeah. Then I want to search. I want to add here a search term so that quickly I can search this one because so many 500 vendors are there. So I can search by number, I can search by name, but if I will give some code, some indicator so that it will easy for us to search that particular vendor. Suppose here I am going to add a search as Z005. Anything your choice you can give here, then your information related to that vendor, postal code, country. So no need to enter anything. You just click here. You will get the list of countries. So here we will select country as India. So you may type here country or you can directly type here IN also. Then state. So Gurgaon is belongs to Haryana. So that also you can select here. Again, you can select here or you can type it. But you need to select on this option and get the drop down, then select accordingly. Other informations like contact informations and all I don't have right now. Then a language, in which language we are going to maintain the data, English. So this information, some more tabs are there. So these tabs we are going to maintain in different time. Right now I created this business partner, I just created the business partner and saved. So business partner created and I got this number 200013. So how I got this number? Because of configuration. So consultants, they have configured it. So I configured in backend and accordingly I got this. So similarly, when you will in your office system, you will save it, you will get one number. So business partner number is 200013. Now with this business partner, you can't perform any transactions. For that transaction, it's just master record created at centrally one BP created. But with this BP, if you want to do the transaction, suppose you want to do a finance transaction, you want to do a logistic transaction, so in that case you have to activate different roles. So I'm going to activate finance roles first. So how to activate it? First, I want to search the BP. So how we can search a BP? So again, same screen, go to business partners. So here, if you know the number, you can search by number. So if we give here the number, so BP number, if you remember the BP number, something was there 2000, so you can search. That is one option. Other option, if you know the name, that through name also you can search. Okay, so customer, sorry, the supplier number wise also you can search, supplier number wise, but right now supplier number is not assigned, it's only BP. So supplier number we will get once we will activate the role. So right now for me it is easy that I can search with the search term, and that is why I have given the search term here. So search term, if I will give here Z005. So anywhere in any master record, if search term was given, so I will get that particular vendor or customer, whatever. So enter the search term, start. So I just search with my search term. Now you can see, I can see three master records are there. So in this master record, like three business partner I got here because I searched with my search term, and in search term, with this search term Z005, that means I applied this Z005 in all my business partner. So I got a customer. Before some time I said that business partner can be customer also. I got the previous one, I created one vendor, and right now just now we have created this BBL Enterprise Limited. This is our current business partner. Now it is business partner. Okay, now with this business partner I am going to activate certain roles. So first I will activate the finance role. Just I selected that and double click. Okay, so the screen is available here. Now go to the edit mode. So I need to add the role. So go to the edit mode. Now the screen is active. So here you will find the required roles which you are going to assign here. So I'm going to add here the role. So first I will add the supplier finance role. Click here. Multiple roles are there, and right now the roles I will add here. So I will add here supplier role or the vendor role. So select from the drop down. So what role I want to add? I want to add here the supplier role. I'm just searching here the vendor role. So vendor, this one, this vendor one. So this vendor is related to our finance. How can I will confirm? So if we will go to here, you will find that the specific role information is available. FLVN00. So FLVN00 is our finance role. The moment I will active this one, you will find automatically here I will get the company code. In fact, you can see right now the company code is also appearing here. So company code, that means the accounting segment or the finance informations or finance segment related to this business partner is activated. Now I need to add the finance related information. So click on company code. Right, so you can see my company code is appearing here. So that means this is my business partner 2000013. With this, I'm going to apply our company code 0005. That means I'm trying to create a relationship our company code with this business partner. So here you need to select the reconciliation account. Again, this reconciliation mapping and all, everything configured by the consultant. So no need to worry about this. So when you will get the practice system, there also you will find that reconciliation account is because it's a different concept. So I will create another video for that, the linking of the ledger and sub ledger. So select here. So this is our accounts payable. So that means whatever the transactions I'm going to post with this sub ledger, it is also consolidated with this particular reconciliation account. So once I will explain the reconciliation concept, you will get more clarity on that. So I selected that reconciliation information. So I want the sort key, like how I want to sort this data. So if you click here, different options are there. I want to sort with, let's say, vendor number, right? So multiple other tabs are there. So I want to assign here. If you'll go to here, you will find the terms of payment. Again, that is also another configuration which consultant will configure. So in which terms we are going to do the transaction with reference to this particular vendor. If we click here, if any configuration related to payment terms is there, I can. So some system delivered payment terms are there, and this one I created this payment terms. So from the development point of view, this payment term is there. And what is there, this payment terms? Although this payment terms will reflect in our transaction, so it's showing that the discount will be there, that if we are going to make the payment to the vendor within 3 days, then 5% discount vendor give us. If we will make the payment within 7 days, then 2% discount. Otherwise, in 15 days, we have to make the payment because that is the due date. So that I selected here. And other informations, like I want to add the bank, like under which, from which bank we are going to make this vendor, under which payment method we are going to, RTGS, NEFT. So that can be also configured. So here I can see one bank transfer that I can add here. All this coming from the configuration. So it is there, like I want to add like our house bank, from which bank we are going to make the payment. Okay, so this is one bank code is coming, so that is there, right? So I can see my finance informations are updated. Now save it. Now with this, if the business partner is connected with our company code, and now we can post the financial transactions. But that doesn't mean that I can do the purchase order, I can do the logistic transactions, I can make the payment, or I can post a finance invoice, like example that housekeeping. But I can't create the purchase order. So if you want to create the purchase order, then make sure that logistic role also need to be activated. Same process, keep on edit mode. It was in edit mode. So select here the logistic role. The moment you will add here logistic, you can see purchasing role activated here. This purchasing role activated. So add that. Okay, so go to the purchasing tab. purchasing role. And here we are going to add the purchase organization. That means first we have created the general segment of business partner, then we have created the finance segment of the business partner, that we are saying that accounting segment. Now I'm going to add the logistics segment. So here I'm going to add the purchase organization, which is there, and I will enter so my purchase information. So in which currency we are going to post the transaction? Suppose I will post here, I will update here INR, right? So for the time being, the minimum information I added, and my business partner is ready for both the transactions. So my business partner is created, and this business partner we are going to use in our finance transactions as well as in our logistic transactions. So in our next video, we are going to see another master record, that is our material master. So that will be our video number 4.